Apple just took OpenAI to court, and they are fighting over the phone in your pocket. Later, the world's biggest banks make a move you should know about. It's Saturday, July 11th. You're on Innover. Let's get into it. Innover Brief 1. Apple sues OpenAI. Apple is suing OpenAI. And two people who used to work at Apple. One of them now runs hardware at OpenAI. His name is Tang Tan. Apple says they took secret info to help build a device that could beat the iPhone. This is not just a lawsuit, it is two giants fighting over the next big gadget. If OpenAI is building phone-like hardware, Apple clearly sees it as a real threat. Innover Brief 2. China lands a reusable rocket stage. That fight was about the future of your phone. This next one is about the future of space. China just launched its Long March 10B rocket. Then it landed the first stage back on a platform floating in the sea, caught with nets. Reusing rockets is how you make space cheap. SpaceX proved that. China just showed it can do it too. That narrows SpaceX's big lead. A cheaper path to orbit changes who gets to build up there. Innover Brief 3. EU targets Meta's addictive apps. From rockets, now back to the apps on your phone. Stick around. Later, big banks bet on the blockchain. Europe told Meta to make Instagram and Facebook less addictive. That means cutting infinite scroll in videos that autoplay on their own. Meta also has to make the feed push less of the most addictive stuff. If Meta says no, the fine can reach 6% of everything it makes worldwide. This could change how billions of people use these apps every day. Innover Brief 4. Beijing kills Meta's Manus deal. Europe is pushing Meta one way. China just pushed it another. Beijing told Meta to undo its $2 billion purchase of an AI startup called Manus. Manus builds AI agents, which is software that does tasks for you on its own. Now, Tencent is stepping in to become the biggest owner instead. China is keeping its best AI companies at home, away from US owners. That tells you how much these AI startups are now worth to whole countries. Innover Brief 5. Swift blockchain with 17 banks. Okay, here's the one I promised you. Let's talk about your money. Swift just turned on a blockchain ledger with 17 big banks. Swift is the system banks use to send money across borders. Names like Citi, HSBC, and UBS are on board to test it. The goal is money that moves anytime, day or night, as digital tokens. When the old bank network tries blockchain, that is a big signal. Innover Brief 6. Lovable eyes $13.2 billion. That was the giants of finance. This next one is a tiny team with a giant price tag. A startup called Lovable is in talks to raise $300 million. That would value it at $13.2 billion, double what it was worth in December. Lovable lets people build apps by just typing what they want. It makes $500 million a year with only 146 people. That is wild. It also has some people asking if AI prices are getting too hot. Innover Brief 7. Germany's drug cost law, 040. Last one, and it moves from tech money to your medicine. Germany just passed a law to cut how much it pays for drugs. Big drug companies are not happy. Some warn they may pull out of Germany. Cheaper medicine sounds great, but companies say it could mean fewer new drugs there. It is a real test of how far a country can push drug prices down. Today's thread was simple. Governments and giants are fighting over who controls tech, money, and space. We track these moves every day. If that is useful, subscribe and we will keep them coming.